All right, now we're going to do a couple of different topics in Rod's Round of the Day. The first one is about CJ Stroud and his development. I heard a piece of audio yesterday, CJ Stroud addressing media about the last go-ahead touchdown drive they had in the Atlanta game before they lost the game, ultimately, because they gave up a game-winning touchdown drive on defense. But they had a go-ahead touchdown. CJ Stroud led the team down there, threw it to Dalton Schultz, actually, to Dalton Schultz, and it ended up being a play they thought would be the game-winning touchdown drive. It turns out they lost the game. But CJ Stroud, through 5 games, he is third in yards per game, passing yards per game. He is 9th in passer rating, 10th in touchdowns, 4th in yards per attempt. He's 4th in first downs. If you look at turnover-worthy plays, or at least the rate of turnover-worthy plays, he's top 10. All right, so he's really, really responsible with the football. Doesn't throw the football away, at least throw it to the other team a lot, and he's not careless with the football. So you talk about right now top 10 numbers as a rookie in a new system with a rookie OC and a rookie play caller and a rookie head coach. But this audio shows me that CJ Stroud is right now at an advanced level, not only because the stats tell you that, but just the way that he is thinking through the game on a cerebral level. He talks about how he suggested to Bobby Slowick, the offensive coordinator and play caller for the Texans, what they should call and actually the play design of the game-winning, what they thought would be the go-ahead touchdown. It was a go-ahead touchdown, ended up losing the game, though. Here's CJ Stroud addressing the media when being asked about that play to Dalton Schultz.
I don't want to give out all my secrets, but I just had I think it's like a gut feeling that you get in between the games. So me and Bobby had a conversation on the sideline about a certain route that we wanted to do, and we didn't have it in at practice. I just felt like in those big time situations, the guys that Jesse Bates is a great player, super good, really instinctive. He almost picked me off on the he did some weird 360 turn. First time I've seen that, so now I got it in my bank. And hopefully, he don't ever get me again. But playing against him keeps you honest, and I knew that he was going to try to make the play of the game and try to take it away. But previous film study I was watching film on a big time third down situation, and seeing that they're in this quarters matchy cover forward look, and I told Dalton to do a certain thing in his route that I thought would get us not only a first down but a touchdown. So we were on the same page, and I'm literally trying to break down exactly what I want from him in the huddle. And at first I don't think it registered, and then he was like, okay, I get it. So Dalton's really smart and made a hell of a route. But yeah, man, just being instinctive, just trying to put my guys in the best position to make plays and win games. And that instant, it was really special. And Bobby and them were really happy on the sideline. And he was a part of that too. Talking on the sideline with him, I told him that I was thinking about doing it. And he was like, man, if you're feeling it, go ahead and make a play. So made the play, and is what it is.
Dang.
There you go.
They drove a play in the dirt?
He basically drew up a play right there on the spot, based on film study and recall, and then the sample size of information and data that he had acquired during the game, and went, all right, guys, I think this will be wide open. Okay, here we go. This is what we're going to do. Man, I got to tell you,
good.
I got goosebumps. I got giddy. That is next up. That's what you want Dak to do. He's doing stuff that Cowboys fans I want Dak to do that.
Yeah.
I want Dak to see what the 49ers are doing or what the defense is doing and go, all right, you know what, guys, this is not in the playbook. This is not actually something we practice. But listen, guys, it makes sense. Let's do this. And basically what he did, based on what I could watch, he basically told, and his Dalton Schultz is Dak's favorite target, ironically. What he did was basically he told Dalton Schultz to run a fake a dig route. And a dig is a deep in route, a deep crosser. So you probably go between 9 to 12 yards, and then you run a deep crossing route. And he basically faked that.
The dig and go.
Yeah, pretty much. You want to call it that.
If you saw the play, it was that, and Jesse Bates jumped it. And then CJ essentially threw him open to the other shoulder.
It was brilliant.
And it was a really good throw, too. That's the thing about CJ Stroud. His accuracy is When he decides he wants to make a throw somewhere, it is almost always right where it needs to be.
Yep.
Remember coming out in the draft through the combine process, he called himself a ball placement expert.
I agree with him,
and he can do that.
Yeah.
And the thing the Texans have said about CJ Stroud is he doesn't make the same mistake twice. If he makes a mistake,
doesn't make many mistakes.
Right. Well, if he makes one, he won't. He doesn't make it again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really the high level, conversation about CJ Stroud. Can I play something for you in Rod's rant?
Please do, brother.
On the other side, because you mentioned Dak. Listen to this after the Niners game, or actually this week. This is a member of the media talking to Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb.
Oh no.
Listen to this.
What's the identity of this offense?
I don't know.
Should you 5 weeks into the season?
I guess so. I don't know.
How do you guys find it?
I don't know.
There you go. That's thanks to
Wow.
TikTok. Thanks to TikTok for the cool music.
That's gotta hurt to Cowboys fans.
You
They
hear
don't
that?
know. That was a Tex Coast offense.
That hurt me. No, I haven't seen that.
So that was CeeDee Lamb. The question was, what's the identity of your offense? And he had a quizzical look on his face.
He
and
was
said,
confused. He's like, I don't know. What? Oh man! And you got this rookie in H-Town drawing up plays in the fourth quarter for go-ahead touchdowns in clutch time. Good point, Texter. Where are all those reports about Stroud not being able to read a defense? I think it's clear now that somebody was trying to drop his draft stock. We just don't know who had the incentive. It could have been the Texans. Hell, they probably didn't want the Panthers to go after. Maybe the Panthers, because it seems like now the report is that Frank Reich and ownership may have liked two different quarterbacks. Maybe Frank Reich was a CJ Stroud guy. And then so the Texans throwing out some reports that the conspiracy theory that maybe they could have been the ones trying to drop CJ Stroud down to them could have been a team behind the Texans trying to get the Texans disinterested in CJ Stroud. Pretty clear the cognition test and all that stuff. Whatever those reports are, they were either blown out of proportion.
Somebody got like a 50 on it or whatever.
Yeah, they were blown out of proportion, or they were just straight out lies.
Or they were lies, yeah.
But
yes, that's encouraging. And look, the Texans are 2-3, and they lost that game because their defense couldn't stop a field goal drive. And Desmond Ridder, you shouldn't be giving up 300-yard passing games to Desmond Ridder.
Yeah.
So they got to get that defense. But the Houston's now in a building process and a rebuild. But we know now they have their quarterback and they have their centerpiece of where they're going, which is pretty good. Cowboys,
unbelievable. Still
not sure. If you're 5 games in and your quarterback's in year 7 and your coach is in year 3, and you ask your star wide receiver, hey, what's the identity of your offense, and he doesn't know?
He doesn't know?
Yeah, that's kind of a problem.
That's trouble.
Yeah, what is the identity of the Cowboys offense? What are they good at offensively? What are they really good at? Because you know what? You mentioned Dalton Schultz. Dak Prescott misses Dalton Schultz in big moments. Brandon Cooks has produced very little. Michael Gallup doesn't get off press coverage. He doesn't have that explosion that he did as a young guy before that knee injury. CeeDee Lamb takes a lot of extra coverage. And Tony Pollard does not look like the explosive running back we saw last year. So he had a foot injury and broke his ankle in that,
I got
playoff
some
game.
Numbers on that too. That the stats now back up your eye test. That he is not explosive. He's not the same.
Well, because you see it when Rico Dowdle comes in. He's more explosive. You're like, wow. Yeah. That's some juice right there.